Hola todo. Hello everyone. I was just wanting to record this video to go along with the questions that I sent for this week. Your final assignment for the 2019-2020 school year in Spanish. You don't have to watch this video in order to answer the questions, but I felt like I should make another video because I've been making them the past couple of weeks. And also I wanted to explain my reason behind the two questions that all of my grade levels got to answer for our final assignment. And the first one is, what do you think is the most important thing that you learned in Spanish this year? And it's totally your opinion. I want to know what you think was the most important thing that you learned with me this past year. If you're in 5th grade, maybe it was telling the weather or learning the pronouns at the beginning of the year. Yo, tú, usted, ustedes, you all, nosotros, we, ellos, ellas, they, ella, she, él, he. You know, what for 4th grade it could be, telling the time. For 3rd grade it could be maybe the seasons or the weather, or maybe you thought learning the geography of the Hispanic countries was really important to know. 2nd grade, maybe you think that learning our sentences, saying how you like to do things during certain times of the year, saying, I like to, me gusta viajar, I like to travel. We can't really travel right now, so that's what I'm thinking. All right, first grade, I had a ton of fun with learning the body, especially when I had you all label the body parts. I know you guys laughed a lot during that. The second question, what was your favorite thing we did in Spanish this year? What was your favorite? I'll give you one example from each of the grade levels. Let's start with 1st grade. As I said before, learning the body for me was the most fun because we got to do cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. And we got to do the hokey pokey in Spanish. And then you guys had such a good time and laughed so hard when I was having you label each other's nariz and ojo and oreja. You guys had so much fun with that, and you made it really fun for me too. 2nd grade, I really loved the sentences that you wrote and illustrated, and just how excited you guys were to share your sentences and your work. And I always got back really good work from you guys. You guys are very good listeners, and I had a really good time working with you guys. You tried really hard in writing your sentences and illustrating what your sentences meant. The work you gave me back all the time was just beautiful. 3rd grade, I loved working with you guys. We laughed a lot. You guys, I liked how you guys went from a primary grade to having Spanish 2 times a week and having to work really hard at it with a lot more writing, and I think you guys did great. You guys were so excited to practice and be meteorologists and share your answers. You guys were very enthusiastic about just participating in Spanish and sharing what you know, and I really enjoyed watching you guys go from like little primary kids to upper elementary. 4th grade, my favorite I have a different favorite for each of you homerooms. My favorite from 4C was, I love doing the timeline. That was fun. My favorite from 4M was, I taught this to all of the classes, but my favorite from your class was when we did the school supplies. My technology worked perfectly in your class. It didn't fail at all. I didn't have any issues. So I was able to teach that lesson at the beginning of the year where we learned the school supplies with the video, and then you guys had to go around and find those objects and write their names down in Spanish. I think that was one of my favorite experiences from your class. And for R, my favorite memory from your class was when it was Valentine's Day. With your Valentine's lesson, I I remember acting, and it was just a lot of fun when you guys learned the phrases, and you guys read your Valentine's cards to each other. 5th grade. You guys were very special to me because I got to work with you not only as your Spanish teacher, but I got to teach you guys and work with you guys in social studies and reading and communications. And that was really special. You guys were awesome when I had to teach you guys lessons, and I loved working with you as much as I did this year, and I will miss you guys a lot when you were in 6th grade. I can't even come up with a favorite memory from you guys because I just spent more time with you than anyone else, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the hallway next year passing by, and I wish you guys the best of luck with Mrs. Delk next year. Hopefully I prepared you for her because she has very high expectations, and if you work hard for her like you do for me, I'm sure you will do well. Next week, this week, your assignment is to answer those 2 questions, all grade levels. The last week of school will be catch up. I will be accepting all assignments that are missing and everything through that week. If you have any left over, I will take them through the end of that week for grading, no penalty. And I will make one more video though, and it's optional. The activity is optional. It's gonna be kind of like the Valentine's activity. It's just gonna be a craft, and of course it's gonna have to do with Spanish, and I will walk you through it, and you can do it if you'd like. You don't have to give anything back to me. I just want to do something fun for the last week of school if you're interested and want to get a little bit of extra Spanish. Anyway, guys, buenas noches, buena semana, have a good week. I'll be in touch. I look forward to hearing your answers about what you learned, what you liked. Gracias.